Welcome to Expert Home Inspections. I'm Joe Zambelli from Expert Home Inspections. This is Drew Schumacher from Servpro of Babylon, Deer Park. We're going to go down into a crawl space now where we did a joint venture. Servpro came in, cleaned it. My client called us, said there was problems in their crawl space. We came in and I went over everything with them. We wound up cleaning it, which Servpro took care of for us. We wound up also putting in new insulation, box beam insulation, and we put in pumps and dehumidifiers to make the space clear. We were down here originally. If you look on the floor, there was a lot of water down here. There was a lot of mud down here. We took care of that. We got it all out of here. If you look on the walls, there's an epoxy that we use on the walls to keep water out. Drew, tell us what you did down here to clean it.
Upon arrival, we had about 3 to 4 inches in some areas of water, some areas a little higher, about 6 inches, mixed with mud, as Joe said. And we had also noticed that there was a decent amount of mold on some of the cellulose items. The wood piping had some mold growth on it. What we did was we set up a negative air unit to filter out the air. And once everything was safe, we moved to any standing water, and then we dried it out with a dehumidifier, commercial grade dehumidifier, for a couple days while we started the remediation process. Now that remediation process entails what we refer to in the business as a HEPA sandwich. A vacuum with a HEPA filtered vacuum that goes over every single surface inside the area. That removes the gross amounts of mold growth that are topical. Then we treat with an antimicrobial and we wash down all those areas again. Once that is dry, we go back over and we HEPA vac everything one last time. After that point, we retest the areas to make sure that everything is clear. And then once we have the all clear, we hand it back to Joe.
If you notice over here, we added 2 pumps down here to relieve some of the pressure. Most of the time, a lot of crawl spaces we go into, there is no insulation. You get some heat loss from that, from the subfloor. If you notice behind Drew, you're going to see some foam insulation hanging. We do the box beam all the way around. It's all covered. This way you have a nice sealed area. With the pumps working, there's 1 pump behind Drew. So you could hear a little bit of a noise coming from back here. There's another area back here. So you can see the epoxy on the walls. You can also see a commercial dehumidifier, which is actually set at about 50% relative humidity, which helps with getting rid of the humidity down here. This is pretty much a clear space now, and they shouldn't have any problem with it.
And why we keep it at 50% is because mold takes 3 things to grow. We need a food source, cellulose. We need the humidity to be consistently above 60% or higher, and we need a lack of light. If you eliminate any one of those 3, mold cannot grow. That's why we can control the dehumidifier, control the humidity. We stop mold growth.
Expert Home Inspections in the crawl space right now, telling you what we should do, what you should do in your crawl space, and even in your basement. But if you need any further information, give me a call. And remember, when you don't know what to look for, we're who to look for.